Bring this meeting to order for the regular council meeting of April 8th. Next on the agenda is approval of the agenda.
Resolved that the agenda for the April 8th, 2025 County Council meeting be approved as presented.
Mover and seconder, please. Noble and Latham. All in favor? Motion carries. Next, we have introduction, recognition, and memorials. None today. Down to adoption of the minutes.
Resolved that the minutes of the March 25th, 2025 regular meeting and special meeting be adopted.
Mover and seconder, please. We have Cookett and Noble. All in favor? Motion carries. Next, any disclosure of pecuniary interest or nature thereof? Not seeing any. Moving down to presentation of petitions, presentation delegations. We have none today. So next will be motion to adopt recommendation of the committee of the whole, which we have none today because their first meeting in this forum. Committee recommendations, none. So down to 9.1. Okay. So, Natalie or Brian?
Good morning, Mr. Warden, and through you to County Council members. So the report and presentation before you serve as information and a progress report on the mobile library service for Elgin County Library, and also provide a framework for next steps for the continuation of this initiative in 2025. So the following slides and photos demonstrate the value of this initiative for library staff and residents and staff at Terrace Lodge in Elgin Manor. So this first slide and photo is one of our library staff, Ellen, with her mobile library service cart outside resident rooms at Terrace Lodge, where she's bringing materials ready for checkout to residents. Next slide, please. So in this photo, Muriel, who's a resident at Terrace Lodge, is photographed, as you can see there, with her Elgin County Library book, which was from the mobile library service, and as part of this photo shoot event. Okay, in this slide, we see Marianne, who's a resident at Elgin Manor, and also an author, with her most recently published poetry book, as well as her other titles in that photo on the right. So Marianne participated in the mobile library service, and Elgin County Library is very pleased to offer her books as part of the library's collection and for lending to anyone who has an Elgin County Library card. So this particular quote is from Lacey, who's a recreationist at Elgin Manor. And here she's describing both the resident enjoyment and staff appreciation of the mobile library service. So picture here on the right are Lacey and the recreation team Elgin Manor with residents. Okay, so this slide outlines the circulation and service statistics for the mobile library service. The pilot project was from July to December of 2024. So here you can see there were 124 checkouts and the most checked out format being that of large print, which was just under half at 49.2%. So also of note here is the presence of other more accessible formats and item types. So things like DAISY CDs, other audio formats, including playaways. So this means that this service is getting these more accessible items into the hands of readers. So this these service achievements of this pilot project have informed an expanded service framework, including increased staffing hours for 2025, as this service continues to grow and gain momentum. So this pilot project has been a collaborative effort, and I would like to acknowledge the contributions of the recreation teams at Terrace Lodge and Elgin Manor, and the library main office and branch teams. And lastly, so the recommendations are before you, and this concludes the presentation, and I'm happy to answer any questions you might have.
Thank you, Natalie. You have a resolution first.
Resolved that the report titled Mobile Library Service Progress Report from the Manager of Library Services dated April 8th, 2025 be received and filed.
Mover and seconder, Whitner and Latham. Any questions or comments? Councillor Jiguer, go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Warden. Thank you for that report. It's nice to see a new initiative taking off. I did note in the report that comments about improving communication among staff, and I think the other comment was about improving some of the strategies to track some of the devices so they wouldn't get lost. So I was curious to know what kind of strategies you're looking at.
Microphone.
Sorry, thank you. We're to add another communication tool. So for example, staff used the notes function in the Microsoft Teams app and essentially created a digital notebook to be able to communicate amongst participants in the staff, in the group, and where they could share their learnings, readers' advisory information, and be able to communicate with each other. And an example of a strategy to minimize some of the collection loss, staff were able to learn to insert additional information in the item record, whether it was checked out or if it was placed on hold, to include which resident that item was for. So often items are checked out using a group or institutional account for the long-term care home. So adding that additional piece of information in the record was helpful to kind of track the item when it was checked out or on hold.
Any other questions or comments? Deputy Warden, go ahead.
Well, thank you, Mr. Warden. Thank you for the presentation, Natalie. And just to echo Councillor Jiguer's comments, it's nice to see an initiative or a pilot taking off and looking for expansion. In your comments in the report, you talk about expanding to additional facilities, and I would assume that would include Beaubier?
Mr. Warden, to respond to the question, to Councillor Ketchba. Yes, so expanding to other opportunities. Now, with Beaubier, the library does have a great existing relationship with Beaubier through our Books to Go service. So we do want to be mindful of not kind of duplicating any efforts. But yes, we're looking at other senior living residences such as Royal Oak.
Any other questions or comments? Go ahead, Councillor Sloan.
Thank you. Through you, Warden. So this is the first year that this has been, you're talking about a pilot project. The numbers that were given look like they were from the end of 2024. Is that correct?
Yeah, to respond to the question, yes, that's correct.
Follow-up, Warden, what is the forecast for your metrics for 2025? What are you hoping for? Have you got, you mentioned the increasing staffing hours. Is that linked to a particular goal, please?
Yes, and Mr. Warden, to respond to Councillor Swin's question. Yes, so service goals for 2025 will include an increase to the number of materials checked out. So we're looking at a 2% increase. And an increase in the number of people served by the service at 5%.
Thank you.
Anything further? Seeing no further questions, I'll call the vote. All in favor? Motion carries. It's in the report, so down to council correspondence, 10.1. Catherine?
Resolved that correspondence item 10.1 be received and filed.
Anybody like to highlight this correspondence? Steve? Not, mover and seconder, please. Hence and Ketchba? All in favor? Motion carries. Going down to item 11, statements and inquiries of members. I do have a statement regarding through our active department. We have a initiative we're starting today, a support local campaign. We're launching support local campaign later today to encourage people to stop, shop, dine, and support businesses right here at home. With the economy facing uncertainty, now is the time to double down on supporting the businesses that keep our community strong. To kick things off, I'm stopping at Evelyn's Sausage Kitchen in Southold this afternoon. Evelyn's has been a local staple for over 30 years. They have great hams and sausages, trust me. Before retiring, Evelyn passed her time-tested recipes on to the Harris family, who are carrying on the tradition and taking the business into the future. This is a perfect example for why shopping local matters, supporting our neighbors, families, and businesses that make Elgin County what it is. Over the next few weeks, councilors will be visiting businesses across the county to showcase the incredible products and services that we have right here. And I encourage everyone to do the same. Whether it's grabbing a meal from a local restaurant, shopping at a local store, or choosing a locally made product, every dollar spent here makes a difference. So let's go out there, show our support, and keep Elgin County's business thriving. Thank you. And if there's no other statements or inquiries, we'll move on to closed meeting items.
Resolved that we do now proceed into closed meeting session in accordance with the Municipal Act to discuss the following matters under Municipal Act Section 239-2. Closed meeting item number 1, closed meeting minutes, March 25th, 2025, and closed meeting item number 2, labor relations matter under Section D, labor relations or employee negotiations.
Mover and seconder, please. Whitner and Jaguar. All in favor? Motion carries. Okay, motion rise and report.
Resolved that we do now rise and report.
Mover and seconder, please. Councillor Hance, Councillor Sloan, you want to get your name on the books? Seconds, Councillor Sloan. All in favor? Motion carries. And item number 1.
Closed meeting item number 1, closed meeting minutes, March 25th, 2025. Resolved that the closed meeting minutes of the March 25th, 2025 regular meeting and special meeting be adopted.
Mover and seconder, please. Ketchba and Latham. All in favor? Motion carries. And closed meeting item number 2.
Closed meeting item number 2, labor relations matter. Resolved that County Council approve the confidential report titled Labor Relations Matters, seeking approval of renewal of collective agreement with the Canadian Union of Public Employees, QP Local 841, and the recommendations contained therein, and that the necessary bylaw be prepared.
Mover and seconder, please. Councillor Cookett and Councillor Whitner. All in favor? Motion carries. Consideration bylaws.
Bylaw number 2516, QP Library Collective Agreement, being a bylaw to authorize the execution of a collective agreement between the Corporation of the County of Elgin and Canadian Union of Public Employees with respect to the corporation's county library employees. Resolved that bylaw number 2516 be now read a first, second, and third time and finally passed.
Mover and seconder, please. Latham and Jaguar. All in favor? Motion carries. And confirmation bylaw.
Bylaw number 2517, confirmation, being a bylaw to confirm the proceedings of the Municipal Council of the Corporation of the County of Elgin at the April 8th, 2025 meeting. Resolved that bylaw number 2517 be now read a first, second, and third time and finally passed.
Mover and seconder, please. Jagger and Ketchabah. All in favor? Motion carries. And adjournment.
Resolved that we do now adjourn at 9:24 a.m. to meet again on April 22nd, 2025 at 9 o'clock a.m.
Mover and seconder, please. Whitner and Latham and Guy, for Counselor Sloan, I should say all in favor first. Motion carries.